direct examination of the expert. We proceed.
When we start break, we have been looking at certain documents that make up part of your expert report at Exhibit 101, and we had been moving back and forth between attachments L and A. Do you recall that?
I do.
And now what I wanted to do is take a look at two other attachments real quick. In addition to reviewing the laptop of Mr. Frame, we also reviewed the laptop of Mr. Voss, correct?
I did.
And can we tell from your report when that was delivered to you?
February 26th.
And was it identified as Mr. Voss's laptop that was delivered to you by Sargent?
It was. There was a sticky note on the laptop, and inside the laptop was a username for Mr. Voss.
Now, with respect to Mr. Voss's laptop, did you also try to determine whether or not there were USB devices attached?
I did.
And is there a place in your report where you summarize that?
There is.
Where is that?
Page 8 and attachment B.
Okay. And with respect to Mr. Voss, how many USB devices attached?
4 since October 1st, 2013.
How many did you see? How many did you actually see? Any?
1.
And how many missing?
3.
With respect to Mr. Voss, is there also an attachment that relates to most recently used documents?
There is.
Which attachment?
Attachment M as in Mike.
And with respect to attachment M, if we look for a second at attachment M, and in particular, if we look at page 2 of 4, do you have that?
I do.
And if you look with us, what I'd like to do quickly is run through a few examples from Mr. Voss as we did for Mr. Frame this morning. If we look at items 11 and 12, 12 would extend down to page 3 of 4 for attachment M.
Yes.
Can you describe what items 11 and 12 reflect as it relates to most recently used documents?
They reflect the same file being opening. The file name is GOHT Final Review 011014R1.XLSX, which indicates a spreadsheet.
And is there a date?
There is.
Can you give the coordinate, the time and the date?
Monday, February 10th. On the laptop, the document was opened up.
And that's item 12?
That's correct.
And then if you look at item 11, and you know it's laptop again, I'm not going to ask you this one other time, but just to refresh, since it's the afternoon session, what's the significance of C as it relates to whether it's a laptop or not?
Yes, the item 12 is a document located on the laptop itself.
And C has what relationship to you determining that?
C is the user drive, the drive for the laptop that is user accessible. And on item 11, it's the E drive, which is an external device.
Okay. And I also note here for the first time that on item 12, there's highlighting there. What's the significance in your report of those occasions when there's highlighting over items such as item 12?
The highlighting for this attachment, as well as attachment L through all of the MRUs, I believe it goes through R. The highlighting indicates that the file is no longer residing at that location on the laptop, which means it was either deleted or moved from that location.
And with respect to item 12 and 11, if we do the same exercise here, as you said, we're going to be looking at attachment B. Is it possible to connect the movement of items 11 and 12 onto a USB device on February 10th, the morning of February 10th?
It is.
And could you do that for us?
I can. The document on item 12 was opened 12 seconds prior to the document on item 11 on the external drive. That date was February 10th. The time was 8:17 a.m. And if you go to attachment B, page 101, February 10th at 8:17, you'll notice the third device down, a USB 2.0 flash disk USB device, was connected to the boss laptop at that time.
I want to make sure we understand the significance of attachment B now then. Obviously you just described the USB device. What's the significance of the date and time plug-in block?
That significance shows the date and time that that particular USB device is plugged into a laptop.
And are you suggesting it's a duration?
There's a time span there, yes. The time was first plugged in and then until it was unplugged.
And so how long on the morning of February 10th was it plugged in, as you understand it, from your analysis?
It's like approximately an hour and 16 minutes.
And volume serial number means what?
A volume serial number is a serial number assigned by Windows when a device is formatted. So that can change. The device serial number is the current number for that USB device.
And then if you look again at attachment M, this time if you look at items 9 and 10, can you walk through the analysis of the scope final review document in relationship to attachment B?
I can. Items 9 and 10 refer to the same document, scope final review 011014.xls. Item 10 shows that, or indicates that the file is located on the JBoss document folder. It contained another folder called AKER, A-K-E-R. The documents were opened up on the respective drives approximately 11 seconds apart between boss laptop and the connected external device.
And what's that suggesting?
To me, it suggests it was opened up the file and save as onto the external device.
And which external device can you tell by looking at Exhibit B?
I can.
Which external device?
If you look February 10th at 8:17, it is the same device that we just talked about previously, the third one down, the USB 2.0 flash disk USB device.
And the shading on item 10, does that reflect that there was an attempt to delete this document?
That's correct. Well, not an attempt. The document was not there, or the document was deleted or removed from that location.
And with respect to items 7 and 8,
yes, I can do the same
analysis.
The document is labeled review doc 01114.xls, again located in the JFOS document taker folder, and also found on the E external drive. This document was opened up on the respective drives 8 seconds apart. And if you go to attachment B, you will see on February 10th at 8:18, that same USB device was connected to the Ross laptop.
And with respect to item 8, was that deleted or moved?
Yes.
And with respect to the item number 2, there we see some additional references to a document. Can you tell the judge how to read item 2 on page 2 of 4? Now I'm back on attachment M. Are you with me? Item 2.
Yes, I see item 2 is highlighted, which indicates that it was deleted or moved from the JBoss document PUC folder. The file is called known outstanding bids 61709.xls.
And if you look with me for a second at page 3 of 4, look at, and again, I'm on attachment M, page 3 of 4. And in particular, look at item 19. Item 19 also refers to GOAT final review 011.014.xlsx. You see that?
I do.
And what's the significance of your highlighting on that?
The document was deleted or moved.
And if you look on page 1 of 4, on attachment 10, and look at items 8 and 9. What do they reflect?
They reflect the same document name being opened up on the laptop and then on the external device. The document name is JBoss Resume Updated 011414.doc. The highlight indicates that it was deleted or removed from the laptop, and the document was opened up almost a minute apart. .6 seconds apart. And if you go back to attachment B, February 10th at 8:23 a.m., again, that third USB device was connected to the laptop.
Now, I also wanted to reference a couple of other items in your report. In particular, we discussed Mr. Frame and Mr. Wallace. Did you also look at a laptop that was assigned to a Mr. Simmons?
I did.
And how did you understand you had received the laptop that was assigned to Mr. Simmons?
Again, a sticky note on the laptop and inside username for Simmons.
And with respect to Mr. Simmons, which attachments relate to him? Is it N as in Nick and C?
That's correct.
And if you look for a second at Exhibit N is in Nick. And
is it Exhibit N or Attachment N?
did I misspeak, Your Honor? I'm sorry. Yes,
Attachment. Okay.
I'm sorry. Mr. Leo, have you arrived at Attachment N?
I have.
I wanted to focus your attention on two items, item 9 and item 10. What's the significance of item 9 and item 10? What's the software trying to tell us there?
Just that these files were open. They are Word document files. Item 10 is a document called Monosulfase 5, EC13008R3, Year Company Revised Doc, .docx, which was located on the J. Simmons desktop. That document was opened up February 13th at 9:19 a.m. Document 9 is Monosulfase EC13008R3, Year Company Doc. Appears to be the same document. Located in the folder J. Simmons Desktop Monosol folder. That was opened up February 13th at 9:19.
And with respect to the Simmons laptop, there is a reference here to an EC number. If we go back to your report on page 9, did you find any particular documents with EC references on Mr. Simmons' laptop?
I did.
Can you explain what that would be?
Yes, there are two files that are estimating files from ConEst software, C-O-N-E-S-T. The file extensions are .cst. These two files, one labeled 0314EC and the other labeled EC14009, were found within the program file of that ConEst software where the databases for projects are kept.
And how did you find that?
I was asked to search for estimates that were prepared on the Simmons laptop. So when I was searching the ConEst folders, I saw these estimating files. The other files were labeled differently. They were labeled with names of businesses. But these two were not. They stuck out at me, and I provided them to Sargent for review.
And did you actually see the ConEst estimate as you pulled it up and provided it to Sargent? So would you recognize it if you saw it in the exhibit book?
No, I would not.
With respect to Mr. Simmons, I think we have a stipulation in place, Your Honor, so I'm not going to ask him to recount discharge and what it means. I'm going to dispense with that and move straight to the next laptop that is discussed. I wanted to reference the Manus laptop. That is referenced in your report, Mr. Lane, on page 12, right?
12 and 13, yes.
And can you describe to the court what you did with respect to the Manus laptop? Well, first, let's just confirm that you received the laptop, and how did you come to understand it was the Manus laptop?
I received a laptop with a label indicating it belonged to Manus. The inside username also reflected Manus.
And once you got the Manus laptop, what did you do?
I processed it the same way. I found connected USB devices, put them on the table, and I also went through the MRU files, the most recently opened office document files.
And where are the Manus MRU files located?
They are found attachment Q. Q as in clear. First thing to come online.
Okay, or clean, or pre-play, variety of things. Okay, so attachment Q. Now, if we turn to attachment Q, there you see highlighting through much of the pages 1 of 3 and 2 of 3, and I guess some 1 of 3 of 3. Can you describe for the court what's the significance of the highlighting on all of these pages?
Yes, as I previously testified, I went through the MRUs back to the computer system to see if these files were still in the locations they were when they were opened up. And the highlight indicates that they were either deleted or removed from that location. And if you notice on the Manus MRU, all of the open files that resided on the C drive, the user drive of the laptop, were deleted or moved.
So, starting from item 9 and 10, the air liquide was deleted. Is that what that's suggesting?
Yes, to include item 5 and 6, and then 9 through 44 and 46 for the Word documents, and then 48, 49, and 50.
Now, I also, for a housekeeping issue, we've seen the words air liquide before, I think, today, but I just wanted to return to it for a second. If you look back at attachment L for Mr. Frank.
Okay.
And look at items 2 and 3. So that would be on page 2 of 6 and 3 of 6. Have you found that, Mr. Mayor?
Yes, they're spreadsheets.
Those are spreadsheets, and the title of those documents is air liquide, right?
The document name is FG2 Zero Bid Summary 7-airliquid.xlsx.
You know what? Hold on a second.
I'm sorry, I got lost.
No, it's okay. Yeah.
Where's that moving there?
Attachment L.
Page 1?
2 of 6.
Page 2 of 6.
I'm with you. I'm sorry.
Okay, no. Okay, Mr. Leo, courtesy, let's go back. We were talking about air liquid. We were looking at items 2 and 3, and how does 3 and 2 relate?
They appear to be the same file. They're named the same, FG202 bid summary -air liquid. One is located on the Brain laptop, and item 2 is located on an external device.
And I wanted to turn for a second then to the laptop of Paul Schumer. And here, I believe that the attachments we're going to be viewing are attachment R, the MRU, and attachment K, I think.
Attachment H.
H, I'm sorry. Attachment H. I want to start with attachment R.
Okay?
Are you there?
I am.
And at attachment R, on page 1 of 6, there is in item 7 and item 8. Did you see those?
I do have one.
And also item 5. Can you identify what the software reflects about items 5, 7, and 8?
Items 5, 7, 8 are Word documents. Item 5 is a file called Instrument Control Resume
I think that means resume.
Resume. Instrument and Controls Resume 10-1-11.docx, and it was located on the Sargent or pschuman.sargent folder under Documents, My Documents, Resume. I was seeing the first folder there. I would grab that. Item 7 is located in the same folder structure, pschuman, Sargent, Documents, My Documents, Resume. And it's labeled Instrument and Controls Resume Revision.3 or rep.3.doc. And item 8 is located in the same folder structure, and it is labeled paulschuman.docx. All three were opened Friday, February 14th.
Now, if you return to page 3 of 6, attachment R.
Okay?
There, we're now looking at Excel spreadsheets, right?
We are.
And if you look at item 4, what's item 4?
Item 4 is a spreadsheet. It is found on the user pschuman.sargent desktop in a folder called Contacts. And the file is contacts from mycomputer.xls. This file was accessed. It was opened Tuesday, February 25th at 2:32 p.m.
And with respect to the process of copying from a computer onto a USB device, you described one way that copying can occur, which is from the C drive using save as, and then depositing the same document under the same name onto the E drive or F drive or whatever the letter becomes for the device, right? Mr. Lano?
Yes, I did.
And is there a second way to copy?
Your Honor, for the record, I'd like to propose an objection. I believe that Mr. Kelly's soliciting opinions from Mr. Lino that have not been disclosed, and I want to make that a record before Mr. Lino answers whatever questions he's being asked about this other method of copying.
Is that,
Your Honor, can you tell me
have we disclosed it?
Yes.
Where is that? Is it in the report?
How one goes about copying a device?
It's not in the report, Your Honor.
Where are we going? Large approach.